We're going to see if we can knock this one out within about 20 minutes. So I'm going to go super fast. I reckon you'll be able to keep up with it. It's going to be nice and easy. 3 things you'll need: 1 pencil, 1 Sharpie, 1 piece of paper. That's all you're going to need for today's session. If you've got a fine liner just for some little details right at the end, then go and grab that fine liner. But we'll see if we can avoid any kind of intricate work today. We're just going to keep it bold and sharp. Right, so here we go. Let me take you into my overhead screen. Let's get rid of Joff because he's not there anymore. There is my materials. Now, don't forget, if you can't see it properly, if you're in the Discord, you can't see properly, just double tap me, double click me. It should make my screen a little bit bigger for you. So yeah, go and do that, and then go and grab your pencil. We're going to chuck on three guidelines, 3 lines with our pencil. Then we're going to get rid of the pencil because pencils are for losers, and then we're going with a Sharpie and just knock out the rest of this picture. The lines that we're going to draw: 2 circles for the eyes. You don't want to have them too far apart. Think about a finger width apart for these 2 circles. Then what we're going to do is a happy sausage. Happy sausage has got to touch both eyeballs. So let me show you what I mean. So there is one eye. Over on the other side, about a finger width apart, there is the other eye, and then joining the middle is a happy sausage. This happy sausage, it's called a happy sausage because it's a sausage shape, but it's curled up either end. This is going to be the mouth, and we're going to have it so that it touches both eyeballs. So about there, something like that. So I've gone quite dark with my pencil lines so that you can see them. You want to go quite light with your pencil lines so that you can see them, but so they're easy to rub out, so nobody thinks you've needed a pencil to do your drawing today. Okay, we've got those in. Should we go and work on our actual drawing? Grab your Sharpie. I like keeping it nice and simple, so you only need a Sharpie to take part. What we're going to do is going to go and whack in this nose first. The first line we do for the nose is probably the trickiest line, but get that, nail that bit right, and everything else just flows out of it really, really nicely. You see this little space here? We're going to throw in the nose there. It's going to be like a bit of a loop one side, a dip in the middle, and a loop the other side. Okay, so that's the thing to remember. So a loop one side, dip in the middle, loop the other side. There's our first shape. See if you can whack that one in right in the center. If you can't see it, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more. Quite a lot more, in fact. There you go. So there's your first line. Now, one of my top techniques for drawing is to double line everything you do. Double lining isn't about making the line twice as thick. It's about making the line twice as wonky. So every single line that we do today, we're going to just go over it again and just make it a bit of a wonkier line. So rather than just 1 line, 2 lines in there gives it an extra line weight, which will make it look a lot better. Colour in those nostrils. Let's get those blacked out. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add in the snout. The snout part, or this bit on the outside of your nostril. We're going to go and put that in, and it's really important that it's going to be like a C shape, a capital C. It's really important that the bottom of this C shape just sits underneath this nostril. Okay, so something like this, and then something similar over the other side. See how it's quite fat across the top? We've got a big bit across the top, and it's quite close down the bottom. That's a double-ended flick off as well, so try and have it so that line is tapered at the end, fat and wonky in the middle. And hopefully what you can see in here as well is that those lines are kind of overlapping the eyeballs. That's exactly what we want at this stage. I should also mention as well, anybody that wants to throw their artwork into the chat, go and do that as well. Always good to see the progress shots coming along. Lord Vendetta, welcome in, mate. Thank you very much for joining. You've not missed much. 2 circles, happy sausage. We're just working on the nose. Right, next line for the nose, we need to kind of build a little platform for the eye to pop out from. So what I mean by that is we're just going to take a little line there, and you see how it just goes just over the pencil line, just there. Okay, so that eyeball is going to come out from that part of the nose to that part of the nose. Same kind of thing over on the other side. Just a little flick in like that. Mine is as wonky as hell. Look at the difference in both sides. Don't worry about that. If that kind of stuff happens, that actually makes zombies look better. So double line it, flicked off at the top, double wonky in the middle. We've got ourselves a nice fat nose. If you've got space, or if you've done a nose that's way too fat, just go and stick a plaster in the nose. A plaster is is, what do you call a long oval? Like a square oval, like a squircle shape. It's like a squircle shape, square, 4 dots, 4 dots. Okay, so watch this. Look. Squircle shape, square, 4 dots, 4 dots. Just going to throw that in. You see how I've made it so that it's kind of shaped around the nose as well? Elastoplast, yeah. Do you not call it a plaster in other countries? Okay, I stand corrected. That's it for the nose. Let's go and put the mouth in. Before we put the mouth in, we're going to throw in a little bit of snot. So let's go and put in a little bit of snot. You don't want this snot dripping too far into the mouth because it's going to interfere with the teeth. Band-aid, that's the right word, isn't it? Yeah, so we've got a band-aid on the top there, yeah. But let's go and put some snot coming out the nose. Now this snot, again, just have it only just straddling the mouth pencil line. Maybe have a little dribble coming out there. I'm mainly doing this because I'm bunged up with cold at the moment. I can feel myself going downhill every single day. Let's go and put a bigger bit of snot. This is a bit more realistic. There we go. Over on that side. So we've got 2 bits of snot, yeah? Okay, once we've got the snot in, then what we can do is we can go round the happy sausage. So make sure you go behind the snot. That's the only important bit. Behind the nose, if your nostril is kind of overlapping into your mouth, make sure you go behind it. But we're just going to go round that happy sausage. The only reason we penciled that happy sausage in was so that we could put that bit of snot in just there. So around the happy sausage, have we done that? Okay, let's go and put some teeth in. Now I'm going to suggest that we go for the 2 front teeth being massive teeth. Nice and big. Think of like a capital D shape falling on its back, 2 of those. You might have it overlap this bit of snot as well. So here's the first toothless, capital D shape falling on its back. Let's go do the other side, capital D shape falling on its back. They don't line up perfectly in the middle because teeth don't do that. All the best teeth are wonky. We don't draw turkey teeth in here. We draw wonky teeth. So let's go and put in, double line it, go around it again. Whoa, look how wonky that is. Real fat bit in there. So we've got our 2 teeth in there. Then what we're going to do is just going to add maybe 2 or 3 teeth to the back of it. We're going to underlap these teeth. Okay, so imagine again another D shape, but we're just sitting them behind these D shapes. This is how it's going to look. So just there, look, and a D shape. That line comes out and then curves back over the top. Do it one more time up here. Look, curves out, comes back over the top. Do the same kind of thing or something very similar on the other side, and double line it. Hope you're all doing well. We've got 10 people in the audience. Just 10 people. It's a 1 in 10 chance of winning. That's a 1 in 5 chance of winning if you're in the Discord. So everybody who's watching on X, who's watching the broadcast, if you want to get a bit more involved, join us on the Corp Dogs Discord. Have a look in the bio of Corp Dogs, and you'll see a link to join us in the Discord. It might take you a little while to verify and all that kind of stuff, but get in there anyway, because we do this on a weekly basis. Right, what we're going to do now with these teeth, we're going to attach these teeth to a gum, and all we're going to do for that is we're just going to take a little line out the side of the tooth and just hook it around the top of the tooth there. So just there, like coming out, hook it around the top. Same on this side, like just coming out from there, hook it around the top. That's that little bit of gum, a little bit of swollen gum that makes it look like the teeth is rammed up in there. If you've got space, you might want to throw a few more of these bits in as well. Just across the top of all those teeth. Finish off those that top set of teeth with a little diagonal line coming from there up there. Little diagonal line. Just make it watertight. Okay, we've got our top set of teeth in. Let's go and put our bottom set of teeth in. We're going to start off with 2 big teeth. We're not going to draw any gums though in the bottom set of teeth, so it's going to be twice as quick. But here we go. Look, 1 big tooth down the bottom there. Another big tooth over on the other side. Squircle kind of shapes, so they're kind of like square, but they're kind of rounded off a little bit as well. A little bit more natural looking, maybe. And then what we'll do is we'll just add a few little triangles going up the side of each part of the mouth. So look, just in there, little triangle, in there, little triangle. That's all it needs. Back of the mouth, let's colour the back of the mouth in black. I like a bit of contrast in my artwork, so it's all good having all these white areas in there, but you do want some like dark areas in there as well. Just makes your picture look a lot better. Always a little bit tricky, a little bit time consuming if you're colouring stuff in. That's why I went for massive teeth. So here we go. All the way across. Just quickly colouring that in. Now the thing is with colouring in. The thing is with colouring in is that if it's something you want to do after the session, you can do it after the session. So don't panic if you're a little bit slow. Some people are a bit slow with colouring in. You're not slow. You just got your own pace, your own zone. That's fine. Dubs, this is like episode 17, and you've still not got a Sharpie. Joff, first thing we do when Corp Dogs mint, can we get some like Corp Dogs branded pens made to send out to people? Here we go. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Let's go and put in a little bit more in this mouth. 1, 2, 3 more lines for the mouth, and then we're going to move on. Then we're over halfway through our drawing. First little line, imagine like a little bucket shape, but just soften off the edges of the bucket, and we're going to throw that just under here. Hi Silenthax, thank you for joining. You need to get a Sharpie deal. Do you know, I only use Sharpies for this lesson. I'll get my people to speak to their people. But yeah, bucket shape down the bottom here. So kind of come from this side. There's the bucket up there, and a little flick that side as well. Again, it's as wonky as hell. Don't worry about that. Double line it, flick it off either end. Oh, mate, these look good. Okay, that's happening. First thing we do. Not on Monday, because I don't think we make any money on Monday, but on Tuesday, when we actually start selling Corp Dogs, we'll get some Sharpies and get some branded merch and pens out to a few people. Not that there's any excuse. Everyone's got a Sharpie or a pen. Surely. Right. That was line. We've got 3 lines coming up here. The next line is going to kind of come from the side of the nose. Just going to put a bit of a rim around the lips. It is actually going to. We'll call it the lips. So starting about there, it's going to go across the eyeball. That's fine. Starting across there. Look, just go all the way around, and look at the way it tucks in underneath there. Yeah, tucks in just underneath that bucket. Let's do something similar over on the other side, and let's double line it. Make it wonky. You see how those wonky lines just make these zombies look a lot better? Yeah, okay. But it's a $69 JPEG for a $1 pen, but it's probably going to cost us about $80 to post it to Canada. Let's not worry about that. Butt chin. Stick a butt chin in. Just a little curve that side, double-ended flick off, wonky in the middle, broken lines at the end there. So we've got ourselves a little butt chin. All right, what are we doing next? I'm laughing at the chat. So those of you that are watching on X, I'm laughing at the chat in Discord. The chat in Discord's going mental at the moment. There's not much chat going on in X. If you want to have a conversation on X, you can do that. I will see that, but the guys in Discord won't. Where are we next? We're halfway through. Let's go and put some eyes in. So I love this way of doing eyes. Once you've got an eyeball in, a pencil line like that, what we're going to do is we're going to do the angry eyebrows. So it's going to be like a curve, a swoosh across the top of the eyebrow, and then a drop down the side of the eyeball. So we start and finish outside the eyeball, but we're going to take a little slice out from the inside of the eyeball. It's easier if I draw it. Also, maybe try and get it so that it just touches up to the nose a little bit. That would look really cool. So here we go. Let's start outside the eyeball. Curve. Get into the eyeball. Up here. As soon as you get outside again, just a little flick down. So it's a curve to get into the eye. That angry eyebrow just leaning upwards and then dropping down there. Do something similar on the other side. Nice big swoosh, starting and finishing outside the eyeball. That's the main thing, taking a slice out of the top of the eye. Double line it. Wow, look how big that is. Where's Joff? There he is. So yeah, I should point out, if you comment on X, it does show up on the live feed, which also shows up in the Discord. So if you've got any messages for people in the Discord. Well, there you go, double line it, nice and wonky with your lines. What are we doing next? Then we're going to go around the rest of the eyeball. The bits of the eyeball that you can now see, those pencil bits just around the outside edge there, that's the only real bit we can see. You might have a little bit just there, depending on how big your nose is. But let's go and outline the rest of that. And again, double line it, nice and wonky. Strong intersections this time. So an intersection is where two lines kind of join each other like that, like in a T-junction, like that. That up there is an intersection, that down there is an intersection. Make those bits of the line a little bit fatter. Knox, yeah, it is recorded, mate. Have you updated your profile pic? It looks like you've updated your profile pic. That's really cool. Yeah, this will be recorded. A full replay will be available tomorrow with all the rubbish bits edited out. Not all the rubbish bits, just the bit where I had to restart Discord. Put some pupils in. Usually I like to do pupils right at the end, so if I make a mistake somewhere, I can have my character looking at that mistake, and I can draw something over the top of that mistake, so it always looks like it was meant to be there. Pupils, we're going to do some different pupils today. Capital C with a capital C inside it. It's going to look like this, look. Capital C, like that. And then inside that, do another capital C, like that. And then colour that bit in, yeah. What we're doing there is we're getting a black pupil, and then this bit that's left out is the little reflection. Go and do the same kind of thing over the other side. Look, capital C, another capital C, colour it in. And there we've got a couple of pupils. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more lines left in the eyes, and then we're on to final stage, and we're wrapping up then. 6 lines left. So let's go and put the cheekbones in. Cheekbones are going to come from the side of the eye. They're not going to touch anything. You see this line that's coming down here? Maybe kind of bring that back again. Put a little lump out there. Same on this side. Look, that line, it comes back again about there. Put a big lump out there. That's going to be like these little cheekbones. One way of really breaking up a character is by adding cheekbones in it. You can see where I did that with with Nox's piece. So just like these little bits going around the side of the eyes. That kind of stuff just breaks it up, so it's not just a plain old kind of sausage shape as a head. Not that I have a problem with sausage shapes as heads. Yeah, share your progress in the chat if you can. Always good to see. I do sometimes wonder, Joff, about these people who are watching the broadcast on X. We've got 30 people watching there at the moment. Nobody in the chat, though. It makes me wonder who they are. If you people are real, put something in the comments. Just let me know where you're watching from. That's all I want to know. Just something that doesn't make you sound like a bot would be great. Where are we next? 2 more lines. Okay, L shapes. L shapes around the top of the eyebrow. So you see this bit over here? We're going to make that line kind of, it disappears just there. It's going to come back about here. It's going to go across and then drop down. So just there, cross, drop down, just there, cross, drop down. Something like that. Wonky in the middle, fat in the middle. And, oof, gone out way too far there. Yeah, a wonky in the middle, flicked off at the ends. That's a double-ended flick off. Well, let me zoom out a little bit so we can get the rest of this character in. That's kind of what it should be looking like. Nice zombie ready for Friday 13th. Where are we next? Oh yeah, 2 more lines. Let's go and put some wrinkles in the head. We're going to go up, down with these wrinkles across the head. Okay, so like this, look, here. Up, down, down. Double-ended flick off, fat monkey in the middle, flicked off either end. It's also a floater, that line, so it doesn't touch anything else. Everything else we've drawn, it's like one line after a line after line after line. They're all connected. This one is a floater. Just kind of sits there on its own. Let me zoom out a little bit more. Let's do another one of those. So up, down, maybe even a small one. whatever you want to do in there is fine. Okay, let's bring it home with a wonky head. We're going to give it a wonky head, and we're going to give it a couple of really easy ears. The ears are 2 letters, a capital C and a capital F. Let's get the head out of the way with first. So I'm going to go a bit weird with my head. Essentially, what you want to do is you want to join this part of the cheekbone over there. We're going to go all the way around the top and join it onto that part of the cheekbone, okay? Rather than just doing a plain old circle, make it a little bit wonky though, okay? So let's bring it up here. Let's do a weird shape like that. See, it's leaning over to one side. It's not a smooth curve. It's a bit of a wonky shape. Looks so much better than a regular head. Double line it, make it nice and wonky. Strong intersections where the lines join, just there and there. We go for strong intersections because that's where the shadows live. So that's why we've gone a little bit thicker there. Welcome in, Maximus. Thank you very much for joining. Yeah, we're wrapping up. We've got about 3 minutes left, mate. But you've come in at the right time for the little freebie that Joff's going to give away in a little while. If you fancy it, we're drawing zombies. See if you can knock out a zombie in the next 3 minutes. Good luck. Last thing we're going to do, the last part of the main thing we're going to do with this one is those 2 ears. Now remember, capital C, capital F. Nice and easy. Yuya is here on X. Thanks very much for joining on X and proving that at least one person out of the 30 watching on X are not bots. I don't know what that means. Do an XGA. Oh, it's Vendetta. Okay, that makes sense. Actually, I can see from the profile pic now, yeah. Nice. You just wanted to get on the feed, yeah? Where are we doing? What are we doing? Yeah, capital C. Here we go. Let's go round about here. Capital C, look. There's our first line. Nice and easy. Inside that, let's go and put a capital F. The F comes out here, look. So from there, drop down, drop down. That's it. That's all we need. Wonk it up. And we've got ourselves, that's a passable ear with just 2 letters. Go and do something similar on the other side. Capital C, obviously it's going the opposite way around. Capital F pointing down. How easy was that? This got like a baby-like quality to it. I didn't really intend that, but I like how it's looking. Okay, let's finish this off. This is the fun bit about the artwork. All that before that we've just done, that's the hard work. That's the graft. That's what I keep telling my wife anyway. I work hard for a living. The fun bit, though, is just kind of adding those little extra decorations to your drawings. So these are the things that we're going to do. We're going to add loads of spots to our character. So some are going to be just circles. Some are going to be actually coloured in spots. Clump them together and randomise and put them all over the character. We're also going to add in some hair. So just flick off a few lines around the head, around the chin, around the ears, wherever you want. Just give it loads of hair. And then the other bit is like any other little bits of texture, like some little flicked off lines for some teeth graining, that kind of stuff. I'm going to work really fast on mine. Might even throw in a little bit of a neck. I've got a bit of space here. We've got a bit of time for throwing in a neck, so let's do that. Look, spots in first though, look. Let's quickly go in with loads of spots, and you can see how I'm clumping these together, yeah? Big and small together. There's a big one with a small one and a tiny one. That kind of stuff, yeah? So clumping them together just makes them look a lot more natural. Then let's go and flick in some hairs. That's my kind of haircut, look. Just flick a few little hairs, some from the outside. Go from the ears as well. You'll get to that age where that's a natural thing. Little bits around the chin. Let's have a few little bits poking out there. Again, don't think about it too much. Just go and flick in a couple of hairs. Have them all pointing in different directions. That looks okay to me. What next? Right, let's go and quickly put in this neck. I'm going to put a neck, a bone, and just make it look a little bit more like it's got a bit of depth. So here we go. 2 lines coming out. There's our neck. Little zigzag joining those together. Awesome. Right, 2 lines coming out of that zigzag down the bottom there. From those 2 lines, join them up with 2 circles like this. join them up with those 2 circles like that, and then we're going to do the back of the, where is it? We're going to do the back. Let's just put in a bit there and a bit there and colour those bits in. Colour those bits in, And then let's double line all of that. Double line it, make it all nice and wonky. Remember, the only consistent thing about your line work should be how inconsistent they are. Once you've double lined it, we're going to do a little bit of flicking off in the neck, and we're going to add a little shadow under the chin, and then we are done. Maybe put in a few little bits of decorations on the outside as well, throw in some flies, but we are wrapping up now. So Joff will be adding your names to the Wheel of Losers. So now's a good time. If you've got a finished photo, go and whack it in the chat. You get extra. I can't remember now what you do. You get extra chances to win, or you get to win different things. I can't quite remember, but either way, whacking your artwork into the chat is going to help you win more stuff. Right, let's go flick a few little lines in these bones. Right, so you see this. Start there, flick a little line every time you get to a bend. Round there, flick a little line next time you get to a bend. Keep on going round, flick a little line next time you get to a bend. Look at that. You see how we just added those 3 extra little flicks in there, and how that looks? Just makes it look like that bone is kind of twisted round a little bit. Last thing to do, little drop shadow across the chin there. So let's just colour that bit in. And that's it for your zombie character. Already I'm seeing things popping up in the chat. Whose is that? Silent Thax. So bad but was rushing. No, it looks good, mate. There's loads of promise in there. Just remember those eyebrows, those swooshes that we did across the top of the eye. Need to take a little bit out of the eye. That's going to make it look a lot better if you do that. The same with the nostrils. Take them so they're going over the eyes, just so that those eyes look like they're behind other bits of furniture in the face. That will improve it. I'm just going to go and whack in some flies, look. Some drips. Where else can I put drips? Put one in the ear. Always do a fly going upside down as well. Maybe even do a fly line so we know where these flies are coming from. This one's going crazy. What do we reckon? I think that's going to be a finish. A few little stitches in there. Just go and have a bit of fun with it. If you like what you're drawing, carry on drawing it that way. If you don't like it, stop drawing. Artwork, it really is as easy as that. I kind of like that. I'm going to put a few little shadows in there. How are we getting on with our Wheel of Losers, Joff? It's there, look. It's there. So if you tapped on me to make me big, then tap on me again to make me small. And you should see Joff's Wheel of Losers. The best part is you think I'm copying cut, but you're learning techniques. Every single thing I do, mate, is about technique. Every single thing we practice today is about technique. Nice and easy ones to remember, so that when you're drawing your own stuff, you just apply some of these techniques and it'll just make your artwork look so much better. Leo Trusted, so that's looking fantastic. Got 2 different pictures coming up there. Are they the same picture? 2 different pictures. I think they're the same, but we've got like a halfway and an almost finished one. I love what you've done there with the neck. Really flared out bits of skin. That's looking awesome. Well done. So one thing on yours, Leo, just try putting a power line on. Power line is where you just go around the outside edge of your artwork with a much thicker line. I'm going to do it on one side of my artwork so you can see what it looks like. But essentially what it does is it frames your artwork, makes it look, just holds it all together really. So look, just going really thick. Just with the outside border. Nothing. Don't go into the detail on the inside. Just go outside, look. There we go. So we've got a power line on one side. You can see how good it looks on one side and how the other side now just looks a little bit unfinished. That's a power line. So, you know when you get to the end of a picture and you're like, oh, there's something about it I just don't quite like. Usually a power line will fix that. Nox going to give drawing a shot later when I'm home from work. Awesome, mate. I can't wait to see that. Make sure you share it with us. Maybe we could do a trade, you know, when the Canadian mail service is back online. We could do a trade. You can send me something. And I'll send you your fucker. I'm going to finish off your fucker as well. There's other bits I want to do to it. Maybe put a little bit of background, that kind of stuff. I don't know. Just keep watching my live broadcast, so I'll do something with it. Artsy Natty, how are you getting on with yours? I love the shape of the head. Nice big fat round head. Got some flies going on there. Don't forget to colour the back of the mouth in black just to add that contrast, make it look like it's behind the teeth when it's black. But yeah, that looks awesome. Right, any more for any more? Now's the time to really quickly go and post in your artwork in the chat because we are wrapping up. Yeah, Knox, it's all good, mate. And then when I come over to Canada, I'm going to come to your place for a bite to eat. Unless you're like running a soup kitchen. I don't know what you do for a living. I know you cook. I know you're a chef. But if you like running a soup kitchen for like rough sleepers, then it probably wouldn't be good for me to just turn up and start eating the food. I'll be a bit more delicate than that.
Have you seen pictures of Knox's kitchen?
I don't think I have.
Oh, you have to share that, Knox.
Okay, I'm going to look around. Oh, you got a diner. That sounds cool, mate. There you go, Joff. On Tuesday, that's what we're booking in. Flight to Canada. Any more people want to put their artwork into the chat? Now's the time to do it. I'm going to quickly do a power line around the rest of my drawing. I'm going to hand this over to Joff, who's going to... oh, there it is. Oh, mate, look at the artwork in the back. That's awesome. Like proper legit stuff. Cheers, Knox. Do appreciate everything you do. Yeah, like I say, I'm going to put in the power line on the rest of mine. Joff, it's over to you, mate, if you want to... anything you want to say to get the wheel running and on the go.
Oh, Wiggs with a late entry.
Wiggs is in? How you doing, Wiggs?
Yeah.
Oh, look at the cute little baby Wiggs. That looks really cool. I like what you've done with the eyes on there as well.
Yeah, those eyes are cool.
Butt chin actually looks like a butt chin. I could just imagine two little legs just popping out the bottom of that butt chin, and it would look like a proper butt. That's really nice.
Just checking we've got everyone in the audience. If you are in the audience and you can't see your name on the wheel, let me know straight away. I think everyone's in.
Yeah, I do like that as well, Dubs. The broken ear, the bitten off ear. Little details.
Cool. Should we spin this then?
Yeah, mate, let's go for it. Do you need some sound effects?
I might be okay. Actually, no, because I'm not streaming through your software, am I? So yeah, so can I get a drum roll?
Here we go. A
timpani. When you're ready. Are you ready? So we've got everyone in. There you go. Should we try it again?
Yeah, you ready, mate? Go for it. Go.
Right, go.
Slick. We are
Dubs, congrats. You've won a beeve.
Well done, Dubs.
If you can open a ticket and let me know your wallet address, we'll get that over to you.
Did you see somebody bought my beeve for 200 say?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Do we know who it is?
They did. I can't remember who it was. It's on I'm on the corporate feed because I shared it.
Okay, lovely. Cool. And then Jobin's.
Jobin's. Nice. That's right. That's exactly who it was.
Oh, that's cool. So this one is for a Minty's villager. So give us a go. Are you ready with the drum roll?
Oh yeah. Hang on.
Come on.
Okay, ready when you are.
Ready? Let's go.
Almost got it just right there.
Artsy Natty.
Artsy Natty, well done. There you go. So, yeah, just a reminder for everybody that Corp Dogs Project, we're minting on Monday. The whole point of the project is two things. One is to get you creative, so doing drawing lessons like this. We've got loads of plans for other sessions that we want to do to get people creative, not just you, but artists, amateurs, professionals, everybody kind of drawing together. The other thing we want to do is grow your art collection as well. So if you buy a Corp Dog, then you will also get access to all the art drops that join in with that as well, that follow on with that.
So we've got 13 pieces of art that are going to be landing in your wallets over the course of a year.
13 pieces of art, all from different artists. And the aim for us is we're going to try and launch these artists on Say as well. So they won't be just here dropping art and disappearing. The plan is to try and get some of those artists to be able to build careers here in Say as well. And yeah, for that, we need your support. So I think anything else, any other announcements, Geoff?
No, I think that's it. Just keep notifications on. Engage with our posts if you can. Share, retweet. Let everyone know about us. That'd be awesome.
There you go. Yeah, head over to the Corp Dogs NFT X feed. Share our latest tweet about the mint drop. That's all we need from you at the moment. Thanks very much for tuning in.
Mega thread.
Share the mega thread. Yeah, it sounds fantastic. Geoff put a lot of work into this mega thread as well, so don't tell him about the typos that are in there. But if anybody spots any typos, just let me know. There's no typos. Don't worry, Geoff. There we go. Right. Okay, we're done. Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. This is our last doodle on Discord before we mint on Monday and Tuesday next week. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you all again next week for another doodle on Discord. Take care, everyone. See you all soon. Cheerio. Bye-bye.